What is happening, guys? BobbyBlue here. We're back with episode 4 of Death Note. Last episode, we found out that Kira's dad is the head of the police force. So, we're going to see how that turns out, see if his dad actually ends up finding out about him. We found out that Kira also has a stalker behind him. And the Jigami was saying at the end that if Kira was to have his eyes, then he would be able to see who his stalker is and be able to get rid of him. But for the price of half of his life. So, let's see what he's gonna do.
So, the price for receiving the eyes of a Shinigami is no more than half of my remaining lifespan? That's it, right?
Yes. Well then, do we have a deal or not?
Ryuk. This deal is out of the question.
Huh. Wow.
Let's get this straight. My plan is to create an ideal new world free from evil and all criminals. And I intend to reign as a god in that world for a very long time. I might consider the deal if it lengthened my life, but not if I die sooner. I figured you, of all people, should know I wouldn't take this deal.
Yeah. I still felt I should tell you that the deal existed just in case. Anyway, I've done my part. I don't need you complaining I didn't tell you this earlier on.
This is what you call telling me early on? Don't you think you're a little late? I don't see why you couldn't have told me this when we met. Or better yet, you could have simply included it in the instructions for the Death Note.
Good point. He's not the slightest bit daunted by the fact that I'm a Shinigami. He doesn't suck up to me, and he seems to have no problem giving me a hard time.
I think I just figured out how to find the name of the guy who was following me today.
How you gonna do that?
I'm gonna use the rules of the Death Note to my advantage. I already know that if I write down a cause of death, I've got 6 minutes and 40 seconds to record the conditions and exact time of death. First, I need to know exactly how far I can go in terms of specifying the details of death. This should be interesting.
Yeah, it's me. Another 6 inmates were found dead last night? All were heart attacks? It's him. What? Bizarre behavior before they died? Could you be more specific?
Bizarre behavior.
What do you mean? So they didn't just die from heart attacks?
No, what I'm saying is they all died of heart attacks, but it wasn't quite that simple. Before one of them died, he drew a pentagram on the wall of his cell using his own blood. Another left a letter, but it doesn't seem to be a will or anything meaningful. And as for the third victim, he escaped from his cell and ran all the way to the staff bathrooms before he died.
Is he making him do things before a heart attack?
What is it, Watari?
3 more heart attack victims, but the circumstances of their deaths are different from what we've seen thus far.
What do you mean by different?
During the week, he goes to school and cram school at night. Dates on his day off. A normal kid, just a hardworking senior in high school. Chief Yagami's son. Light Yagami. No cause for suspicion. At any rate, I'll be done with my surveillance today, and that'll be it.
I don't get it, Light. Didn't you say you weren't going out until entrance exams were over?
That was before I scored number 1
He's
on the
sitting
national
right behind them.
Oh, you're such a nerd.
It's him. He's here.
Oh, the criminal.
7 passengers, excluding him. No one's in the way. Everything should go smoothly.
Yo, he wrote. Oh.
Stay in your seats unless you want to die!
Yeah, he wrote in the Death Note.
You gotta be kidding me.
Everybody shut up! If anybody moves, I'm putting a bullet in their head! All right, driver. You listen to me. I know you've got the number for Spaceland's office on you. Call him!
Okay. This is Sasaki, calling from bus 174.
Tell him what's going on, and no tricks either.
My bus has been hijacked, and he's holding a gun to my head.
Tell me that. You heard what he said.
It's okay. We don't have to pass notes back and forth. As long as we keep it down, he won't be able to hear our voices over the sound of the engine.
Do you have any proof that you're not his accomplice? Why should we trust you?
Oh.
Accomplice?
Yes, I've read about this before. The first hijacker comes in like he's working alone. Meanwhile, the second one pretends to be a hostage and stays in the very back just in case something goes wrong. What's the matter?
You really think he is one?
I have no choice.
It's
I'm
gonna
sure
sound
Light
bad.
Yagami isn't Kira. If he was, he could just kill this guy with a heart attack. Here's my proof. Take a look.
That's it.
FBI? I see. El needed an outsider, so we got the FBI to investigate anyone connected to the Japanese police.
Huh.
His name is Ray Penber. I trust you. And I guess for the time being, I won't bother asking what an FBI agent is doing on the bus in the first place. Do you have a gun?
Yeah, I've got one.
So if it comes down to it, I can rely on you, right?
Yes.
He won't shoot us. In fact, he's not gonna do anything.
Don't move, you little punk!
Wait, no, he's not gonna
What the
shoot.
hell is that? Smartass! You guys were planning something back here, weren't you?
Damn it. If he sees that note from before, he'll find out the Light was planning to jump him and take his gun away.
Plans for a date, huh? Stupid kid.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh. Is it happening?
Who the hell are you?
Wait.
You in the very back. What do you think you're doing? Don't mess with me! How long have you been hiding back there?
What's this? You're talking to me? So you mean you can actually see me right now?
Stay there, you! You! Keep away from me, you freak!
This isn't good. He's hallucinating.
Everyone,
How can you
get
see
down!
him?
Oh, I get it.
Unless he just wrote it.
That Light accidentally dropped was actually torn from the pages of the Death Note itself. Since he tricked this guy into touching the paper, he's the only other one on the bus who can
Oh, he touched the Death Note, so he sees him?
Get away!
Oh.
see. Sorry, pal. I'm a Shinigami, so I'm afraid your bullets aren't gonna kill me.
It's not the bus! Let me off!
11:45 on the dot. Everything went just as I planned.
Oh my god.
Kiichiro Osoreda, accidental death. Boards the 11:31 Spaceland-bound bus near the eastern entrance to the park, holding a loaded gun and attempts to hijack the bus. He sees a horrific phantom and empties his gun trying to kill it. Terrified, he flees the bus. Immediately afterwards, at 11:45, he dies when struck by a car.
Wow, yo, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Fails.
He planned out that whole thing.
You will be next, Ray Penber.
And now he knows his name. Whew. Okay, so wow. The fact they actually wrote all that down in the Death Note, I guess that's why they're riding the bus for so long, just so he could get into that exact spot for the car to get him at the end. But now I think that Kira's gonna wait probably a little bit longer until he takes out the FBI agents, just so the suspicion won't be there. But this really helps Kira's identity, because everyone's gonna think this was all accidental because it really looks like it. But in reality, he planned out every step of that whole thing that just happened. Oh my gosh. This whole thing is like a big game of chess, just to see who can outsmart the other, and back and forth. in terms of trying to catch each other. But I'm enjoying this so far, people. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.